On this video, I will be talking about dementia. This is the second of a two-part series on this topic. Dementia has psychological, physical, social, and economic impact, not only on those who are suffering from this condition, but also on their caregivers, on their family members, and the society at large. It is often misunderstood, thereby causing a lot of stigma around this condition, and it creates a barrier to diagnosis and to proper care. So on this video, I will focus on recognizing dementia and also on the principal goals in the care of dementia. Dementia often affects people in different ways. Different people in different ways, depending on various factors, which could include the cause of the dementia. So in the first video, I talked about the different causes that it's possible that dementia could arise from different conditions, chief of which is the Alzheimer's type. Now, it also depends on the person's cognitive function before the illness. It could also be influenced by a coexisting illness. So the presentation of dementia may differ from one person to another. But to understand the signs and symptoms and to be able to recognize dementia, there are basically three stages of the condition called dementia. The first stage, which is called the early stage of dementia, is often gradual and subtle, so it can often be missed. It is usually characterized by things like getting lost in familiar places, losing track of time, and then forgetfulness. The second stage, called middle stage. In this stage, dementia becomes more obvious. In this phase, you may have the person getting confused inside the house. You can have the person having increased difficulty with communication. You could have the person being forgetful of recent events and forgetful of people's name. You could have the person having need for assistance in terms of their personal care because they keep forgetting. You could also have behavioral changes at this point, with wanderings and repeatedly asking questions in the middle stage. The third stage is clearly the late stage, that is the more severe stage of dementia. In this stage, there is far increased level of disorganization, possible disorganization. There's far increased impairment in terms of their memory and their quality of functioning. So you could also have catastrophic reactions. Here, that's where you have outbursts, aggressive behaviors may occur in the late stage. They may have difficulty in terms of their self-care and may need people to assist them with their self-care. In this stage also, they could have difficulty remembering friends and relatives, recognizing them and remembering them in this late stage of dementia. Now, it's very important to recognize that not everyone that has dementia will go through the stages like as I have listed it: the early stage, the middle stage, and the late stage. Sometimes people present with features that you will normally see in the late stage, in the early stage of their dementia. But regardless of how the stage they go through, there are 5 principal goals in the care of dementia. Number 1 is early discovery and early treatment. Dementia is usually a progressive illness, not always a progressive illness, but usually it is a progressive illness. So discovering it early will make a big difference in its management, and starting the necessary medications and the necessary changes that has to be made. It's important when discovered early. Number 2 is general well-being. You want to focus on improving the general well-being of the individual that comes down with dementia. So exercise, good diet, proper sleep, because sleep is usually affected in dementia. So you want to do all of the physical well-being things and pay attention to that. That's very important. Number 3 is attending to any physical condition, physical illness that the individual may come down with or may be coexisting with dementia. So for example, if the individual has high blood pressure, you want to properly manage that. If there is diabetes, you want to properly manage that. Whatever the physical health condition is, that should be properly taken care of. You want to address any behavioral or aggressive behavior that may be seen, any behavioral changes or aggressive behavior that may be seen, because this sometimes comes up in dementia. That should be properly understood and properly managed. That is very important. And last but not the least is to provide adequate information and proper information about its management, about what to expect to the carers and those who are providing some sort of support to the individual with dementia. So here are the 5 principal goals that should be incorporated in the care of someone with dementia. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, kindly spread the word, kindly share this video, and just in case you have not already subscribed, please do that, so that way you get to be alerted every time our videos are posted. Thank you so much.